Good afternoon, Chair Beyer, members of the committee. My name is Sarah Gelser. I'm the state senator from Senate District 8, which includes Corvallis, Philomath, Albany, Millersburg, Tangent, and unincorporated areas of Lynn and Benton County. And this is my first opportunity to testify as a senator. I'm really pleased to have the opportunity to do that today in favor of Senate Bill 411. Senate Bill 411, in my mind, is a very simple bill that ensures that consumers get what they pay for. When Oregonians suffer grievous injuries in automobile accidents, they should be able to benefit from insurance that has been purchased so that they are made whole for their total damages. If we were to pass Senate Bill 411, that would put us in line with the majority of the states in the United States, over half of the states in the country. We've got a number of people here that are going to talk to you about the mechanics of the bill, but quite simply, it would allow motorists to benefit from the total of both plans up to their coverage limits or to their total damages. It would expand by 1 year the amount of time that you can claim your medical benefits. That's very important for those that have the most significant injuries. To introduce the bill and give you a little bit of a sense of how this impacts everyday Oregonians, we have a video for you. This is Dee Dee McElhaney. She is a kindergarten teacher at Prescott Elementary School in Northeast Portland. She was a victim of a horrible car accident outside of Madras. And before we get into the video, this is kind of a picture of what that financially looked like for her. Her medical bills reached about $300,000. Her underinsured motorist plan covered up to $100,000. The at-fault driver's insurance also covered up to $100,000. Even though those plans should have covered her for $200,000 of that $300,000 in damages, she was only able to recover $100,000, leaving her $200,000 out of pocket. Senate Bill 411 does not ask that the benefits that she has purchased be expanded. It simply asks that she be made whole and that she receive the full benefit of what she and the at-fault driver paid for in those insurance claims. And with that, I will turn it over to the video so you can hear Dee Dee's story.
On October 30th, 2011, I was in an automobile accident. It was a head-on accident. I had a driver coming towards me on Highway 26, just outside of Madras, a two-lane highway. And I saw her coming and saw her veer off the side of the highway, and she overcorrected and she came into my lane and hit me head-on. And it just ended up having me trapped in the car. My children were also in the vehicle, and we were knocked off the highway, and I had to be cut out of the vehicle with jaws of life. As you can imagine, 23 nights in the hospital was quite a bit of money. The titanium that's in my legs and my hip amounted to about $35,000 itself. That's without doctor expenses or anything. Then, of course, the surgery, 23 nights in the hospital, it came out to about $285,000. I ended up using up my limit on my physical therapy, so I ended up having to spend money out of my own pocket for physical therapy. I spent about $1,000 out of my own pocket to cover what was not covered with my insurance. And then when I found out about the car insurance, I had paid all of my premiums, and I had my underinsured motorist coverage of $300,000, which I thought would go into play when somebody did not have enough coverage to pay for medical expenses.
So you actually paid for the extra coverage.
So I paid for extra coverage, yes. In Oregon, I'm only required to carry, I believe it's $25,000. And the gal that hit me had $100,000 coverage. So when I heard that her $100,000 was not adequate, I thought, okay, well then my insurance will kick in and pay the rest. And I found out that's not so. And so I was left then with another $185,000 to try to figure out how to pay for it. And so, when I was trying to heal and when I hear this news, it was just devastating. And,
So how did you get through it?
Sorry. With a lot of help from family. I had to live with family. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's quite a struggle. As you can see, I'm
Absolutely. It's emotional.
reliving it still 3 years later.
Yeah. So you're speaking to a room full of legislators right now. What
Okay.
would you like them to know? What would you like them to do?
Well, I'd like them to pass this bill so other people, they don't have to go through what I've gone through. It's enough when you're dealing with such a tragedy. This was a fatal accident. I had to deal with the psychological effects. The fact that a 17-year-old girl was killed in the accident. It was an accident that was not my fault. I shouldn't have had to pay a dime for anything. I've paid enough having to go through the emotional trauma.
Yeah.
But then I also had to go through the concern of the financial aspect of things. And I just don't want to see other people go through it.
Thank you, Dee Dee.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. As you can see, what Dee Dee is asking and what we are asking with Senate Bill 411 is that Dee Dee and other consumers like her be able to benefit from the product that they purchase. As Dee Dee explained, she chose to purchase a product that she believed would protect her in the event that another motorist did not have enough insurance to make her whole. This bill will allow us to do that, as do the majority of other states. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions, though I do know there are others that will come and speak to the technical aspects both of the bill and the -1 amendment that needs to be adopted.